And here we are with Randy and Leahy.
No, and here we are.
And here we are with Randy.
No, and here we are. Try it.
And here we are with Randy.
Almost. No, big
Almost?
one, big one.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
Come from the gut.
It's a great intro. And
Use
here we are.
Use your metabolism, it comes up.
And here we are with Randy and Leahy from the Trailer Park Boys. How are you guys today?
100%.
50%.
Why just 50?
Because Mr. Lay won't buy me any cheeseburgers.
Randy, I promise after the show tonight, we're going to get you a double cheeseburger and a Big Mac.
If not, I know how to get the cheeseburgers.
I know how you get the cheeseburgers.
Right.
So how'd you guys get involved with the Trailer Park Boys back in the early 2000s?
Randy landed on a UFO, and I felt sorry
I
for him.
did not.
You do so, Randy.
I didn't land on a UFO. A UFO landed on me.
That was it. How did it start?
It was Star Trek.
Yeah, I'll tell you how it started. This guy and Julian and Ricky had a restaurant, tavern, pizza joint in Prince Edward Island, which is one of the provinces of Canada.
Yeah.
And they made funny videos, and they used to send them to Mike Clattenburg, who's our first director, the guy who dreamt up the show, and he thought the guys were really funny, so he said, let's make a movie.
Oh, you guys went pretty far with it too,
Yeah.
coming from some videos.
Yeah, and it was the first movie we made. Was the total budget was under $200. It was feature length, and we won prizes at the film festivals.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I've read you have a background in theater. How do you feel being involved in a project that uses like profanities and all this, that, and the other with theater
That's a
background?
great question, because when I taught theater, I taught my students that they didn't need to use, foul language. I said if it's necessary to the script, but if it's gratuitous,
Yeah.
like I cringe
I
when
say frig.
yeah, he does.
Frig is
yeah.
not a swear word.
Exactly. It is not. Is it?
Frig off.
It's short for refrigerator. That's your favorite piece of appliances, isn't it, Randy?
No, my barbecue.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I used to tell them, don't say, like, I cringe when I hear Jesus Christ. Not that it really offends me, but I don't like to offend other people.
Yeah.
And some people really have a desperate need to cling to an idea that they're going to live after. And I don't want to sort of disillusion them. But I mean, it's been used for hundreds and hundreds of years. And it's even in dictionaries. Serious, yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Well, not all of them, but I think it's in Oxford now. But what else? Shit. Oh yeah, you're not even allowed to say shit on the radio, and we all do it. I mean, you can call it poo-poo, but I mean, what do you think, Randy?
Winnie the Pooh-Poo.
Okay.
So, being on Showcase originally, did it take a long time for it to catch on in America, or did it just
We
kind
don't
of?
know.
You don't know?
We have no idea.
We got fans. We had fans that were watching it,
But he said catch on.
because
Yeah, like
we all
before
used to
Netflix?
steal satellite signals.
Yeah.
And some people would get the American satellites.
Some
and
people
stuff.
can do lots of stuff.
And they just, and Ricky always tried to steal satellite, and Donnie and different people.
Well,
But,
my God, I paid $10 a month for that
That's
satellite.
right, exactly. But what happened is people saw it on YouTube. And
Saw it?
Yeah, they saw it.
Oh, sod.
They could put sods.
No, sod means
Saw.
it's short for Randy.
Who's she?
Keep going.
So anyway, it was seen, and then it slowly was getting some traction. But then, of course, once we got on Netflix worldwide, that's people binged it, and they just want more, right, Mr. Lay?
Yeah. I've been during the show. I tell people that we're seen in over 50 different languages.
Oh wow!
Can you imagine in China?
No, heard.
Heard.
You can't see a language, Mr. Leahy.
I don't know, chops away, f off, Ricky. No, serious. In Russia, it's worse.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So how do you
Putin.
how do you feel about the series leaving the air after season 7? Do you guys think it was going to pick up again, or do you think that was going to be it at that time?
I thought it was going to be it.
Yeah, same here. I thought it was over.
Yeah, and they told Randy and me to stop touring.
Oh really?
And I said, f off. because you're not allowed to tell someone they're not allowed to earn money or a living.
Like you can go perform as your guys' characters, or
Well, you can't stop someone from earning a living.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kept doing it, and then all of a sudden, magically, Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles, they bought the franchise, and we've been going since season 9.
Yeah.
8 or 9.
Since season 8.
8, 9, 10. Now we've just finished 11.
Oh, you guys just finished it?
Yeah. It's brilliant.
How has production differed from when you guys first started till nowadays? When
1 camera, 4 cameras.
Videotapes and video chips.
Yeah.
so has it improved, or is it still relatively similar?
Cheeseburgers have gotten smaller.
They have.
Yeah.
They definitely have.
Yeah. You'll have to be the judge. Is it any better or worse? But I can guarantee you, if you liked season 10, you'll love 11.
I can't wait for it to come out.
High definition.
Ooh.
Yeah. I look real good in pixels.
So, what were you guys' inspiration for your characters? Did you
I
guys
didn't have any.
take it, or did you guys just kind of make them up?
Mike Clattenburg, in our first movie, I played a drunk pet store owner, Mr. Leahy.
So you originally owned a pet store.
Originally, that was it, and Ricky and Julian were pet assassins. Or was that was?
Yep, that was, well...
No,
that
it was
was one
different.
last shot.
Yeah, that was the first.
different,
Yeah,
but yeah.
and so Mike Clattenburg used to say, "John, I want 7 undrunk. Bring down the pathos to 2.5, please, and give me 4 on the anger." And I'd go for it, and he'd say,
all right.
"Yeah." So, as far as Randy was concerned, he'd just say, "Stick your gut out more,
That's
Randy."
right. Push more gut, and
Randy's-
I'd poop my pants, and we'd have a 15-minute changeover.
That's not true. He's very professional.
Yeah, I usually pooped before. the
But the thing about Randy is that, I mean, Pat, is that he's basically stupid. And so he was naturally just sort of transitioned right into the character.
I'm not
and-
stupid.
No, I said basically stupid.
No, I've got my university education.
He does. Pat
I've
has.
got a
Really? Where-
certificate.
Yeah, I don't.
What university did you go
I
to?
quit.
St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Oh, all
He's
right.
got a degree in economics.
No, commerce.
Commerce.
Economics is shit.
No.
Marginal revenue curve could suck my arse.
Who?
The marginal revenue crossing gross domestic product. Eat it. No one knows what it means. Supply and command. Ricky does.
Yeah, I took drama in university as an elective, and boom.
And he's been very dramatic ever since.
Yeah. Yeah, and that kind of finished me off. I decided when I was 20 years old that this is what I wanted to
That's what
do.
you wanted to do. That's great. What So you guys tour a lot, and you're always filming. What do you guys do in your free time to occupy your time?
Check out John Dunsworth's YouTube. Get a hobby, and you'll see what I do. I do stonework, masonry, build things.
Oh, all right.
Built a stone theater and a
I saw that
swimming
video,
pool.
yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Cool. And Randy?
I usually try to master.
No, he doesn't.
I do. Well,
He's-
I don't try.
he-
I'm successful.
He's a ladies' man. He
And-
doesn't need to bother.
No, I'm recently divorced. So
Yeah.
if there's any rich ladies that like cheeseburgers,
You don't even need rich ladies.
Okay, anyone that can afford a cheeseburger.
Yeah, anyone that would pass muster with Donald Trump. Randy.
Mustard,
Mustard.
hot mustard.
Yeah.
Hot mustard.
Yeah.
All right.
So what was the question? Randy's just refinished.
Oh, what
a
I do?
house.
I did a reno on my house. I
Yeah.
got a new to me house.
Took a
and
year and a half.
I
2
spend
years.
time with
just
my family.
finished right now.
Yeah. So in the winter I'll go skiing.
Yeah, he loves.
I
skiing.
like to ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
He-
white pants,
yeah,
so
he-
you blend right in with the snow.
And he rolls down the hill.
Yeah.
That's
That's right. Big
Like an avalanche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an avalanche.
snow hairball.
So following up to that question, do your like neighbors who you guys live next to know who you guys are? Or do you kind of keep it a little low
I
key?
live
Or?
an hour and a half away from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he hangs out with the other guys. But I'm older. I'm another generation. I'm 70. He's what?
I'm 47.
47. See,
there's
so
a
I'm
little
like
bit of an
the-
age gap.
I'm like their father or something.
No, he's the coolest 70-year-old
Yeah,
you ever
right,
met in
yeah,
your life.
yeah, I know.
He's true. He's not normal.
But he and the boys get together all the time and they play poker. And they
Poker.
and they invited me over, and it's just $30 steak.
And he
right?
won.
Ah, da,
He won?
ta, da, ta, ta, ta,
Because
ta.
he's like, how do you play?
Yeah.
You put on your poker face.
I
huh?
sure
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is an ace good?
And sometimes it's the inexperienced people that play poker that always win.
I'm not inexperienced.
You're not. You're just bluffing.
Absolutely.
He's just a total meme.
They got mean to me because they all like to talk and drink and convivialize, and I kept grabbing the car. As soon as the deal's finished, I'm there shuffling it up. Come on, hurry up, because I want to get as many hands in as possible. You can't win, you can't win a lot unless you play a lot. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you guys looking forward to about this show tonight? Are you guys excited, or does it kind of every show become the similar? Or?
No, it's not, because we got a nice theater, the Castle Theater.
This is beautiful.
It's a beautiful spot.
100 years this year.
And
Beautiful acoustics. Yep.
sometimes we play in like closets.
Sometimes we
Right.
play in taverns, sometimes at universities. Every venue has. We had a really incredible show in Chicago the other day, and I told Randy the reason is because it was an old theater, and there's ghosts and there's atmosphere and there's all kinds of essence and spirit and soul in old buildings, and
Definitely.
and the ambiance makes it. But sometimes we get a bunch of shit weasels, and that's a little harder because they interfere with other people enjoying the show.
Do they like heckle the crowd and?
No, well, they heckle, but sometimes the shit weasels, they just get in a group, they don't watch the show, and they brag about their cock size and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's what they're talking about, but or a guy and a girl have an argument all the way through.
Oh,
We don't like that, because people came to see our show, and we take it very seriously.
Because it's not like you guys are like a band or anything. You guys are doing comedy, and it's
a little
distracting. Yeah.
Nowadays they pump up the bands at 110 decibels.
Oh yeah.
and you have to talk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against heavy metal, except it sucks.
You're not a metalhead?
No, but if they had a little bit of variety and sort of take everybody else out and let the guitarist go wild and then let the drummer go wild instead of it's a big melange of you can't differentiate. It's like mixing.
I can differentiate, Jake. And you just listen to talk radio all day. Well, did you hear them do this? Yeah. They did that.
Ideas.
Did you see them do
Ideas,
that? And
Randy.
you listen to it over and over.
Ideas, Randy.
And it sounds like,
people.
Sounds like
You talk
a bad
about people,
rap.
that's the worst. And you talk about things, that's the second worst. And then you talk about ideas, and that's the third best.
Well, a noun's a person, place, or thing. And a verb's action. And an adverb is adding action to the verb. We all know that.
So,
Thank you, Randy.
so what do you guys have in store for the future? You guys have any upcoming projects, or are you guys just touring right now?
We're working on we have a website that's called www.swearnet.com.
Yep.
And we've got the Brandy, Randy, and Leahy show on there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And Randy's got Swear Weather.
Yeah.
And I've got Jim Leahy in the liquor stories. and if anybody listening wants to go and get 1 month free subscription, it ordinarily costs $4.20.
Oh, cool.
Go on to www.swearnet.com, go to coupons or offers, and type in caps, go fuck yourself. Now, if you want to air this, you can go F yourself if this is going to be.
Might have to do some editing.
Yeah, a little editing. But then you can get 1 month free and see all kinds of stuff you can't see anywhere else. Yeah.
Well, that sounds really great. You guys have any upcoming seasons or movies coming out?
Yep.
Do you guys have a release date yet, or still working on it?
I'd say March.
Yeah, usually March.
March for episode 11, and we're talking about
season 11.
Season 11, and we're talking about movies, and we're talking about
cool.
other series, and we're going on the Santa Claus tour over to Europe in December.
Oh, wow.
Me and Randy and the boys, and
Randy
we keep
and
busy.
Randy and I is proper English. You put R before I.
Thank you. Randy and I.
When you do your drunken stunts, on, do you ever like hurt yourself, or do you do all your own stunts yourself, or have
I'll
a
put it to
stunt
you
guy?
this way. When I do hurt myself, I don't say a word about it because they won't let me do it anymore.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, they don't. They like every once in a while before a scene, I'll practice something, and then I'll do it in the rehearsal, like fall over Chesterfield. And Preston, who's our safety officer, says, "John, can't do that, John." Oh, come on, Preston. I just did it 3 times and I didn't hurt myself. No. So they said I couldn't do it, so I didn't do it, and I slipped, and I hit because I didn't It was awful, Randy.
I remember one time you had the car door open. And
Yeah.
for some reason, he had his foot out the door.
As I took off.
And then he went in, and then the door hit something and closed in on his leg. And but he didn't say anything to anybody. But later, he showed me this big bruise.
Yeah, I know.
And I rubbed cream on it.
Someone, no, you didn't. Someone told me that I should go and get it checked in case I had a blood clot or something after about a week, because it wasn't. I was still.
Oh, wow.
But I'm a good actor, so I didn't limp. I was pretending I didn't have a limp, right? But
No, you stumble and stagger.
yeah, the worst injury I ever had was in shooting. I remember we were shooting the top of the movie where I'm running along saying,
Oh, you said working hard or whatever.
yeah, I'm working real hard and I'm
Making
fit.
it work.
Yeah, making it work. It was one of the
movies.
movies. And Mike Clattenburg had me run up the hill. And we did it 3 times, and he loved it. And he said, let's do once more. And he told the guy driving the vehicle with the camera on the back to speed up and leave. But he told me to stay within 4 feet of the camera.
Oh, okay.
So as they sped up, I tried to match. And I ran harder than I ever did in my life, and I killed my back so bad that I got herpes.
You got herpes.
Shingles, same thing.
Oh, wow.
And they shut down the set for 2 days because it's the same thing. And I was so lucky because my sister, who was a nurse, I said, what's wrong with my back? And she looked at it and she said, oh my gosh. And she just happened to have those magic little purple pills.
Yeah.
You take 4 pills and then you wait 12 hours to take 4. And went to the doctor on Monday and he said, wow, that was incredible that you came in and took care of it, because if you wait too long, you can suffer for years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I mean, it's a nerve thing. It goes right up into,
Doesn't sound too
serious.
pleasant.
And that was the worst thing, and that was me trying to be good, right? So sometimes,
Yeah.
you know, just remember what my brother said. Sometimes good deeds don't go unpunished. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And when you plant shit seeds,
Yeah,
you get shit weeds.
weeds, yeah. And the shit birds, they flock together. And the shit apple doesn't fall far from the shit tree.
Certainly doesn't. Well, thanks, guys. I really appreciate the interview, and I look forward to seeing your show tonight.
Okay. It's fairly early in the year. I'd like to give some advice to some of the students that are going to be listening.
go ahead.
Vote. If you're old enough, vote. Take a look.
Whoever
Make a choice.
is going to make sure that cheeseburgers stay big and don't go up, vote for them.
Another thing, don't get too far behind in your studies.
Certainly will.
Work hard in the beginning of the year, and then you can cruise in the end.
And
You know,
if you don't like onions, try onion rings because they're good. That's good advice.
My favorite fried food.
Yeah, the fried onion rings different than an onion. They don't make you cry.
And don't be afraid to lose your old values and get new ones.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say.
You said it.
Cheeseburger and onion rings.
Thank you, sir.